Everybody, welcome to the kickoff of the 2022 Small Business Week. On behalf of the Bay of Quinte Chambers of Commerce, which is the Belleville Chamber, the Prince Edward County Chamber, and the Finney West Chamber, we're really delighted to have been able to work together to present a full week's worth of activities for our small and medium-sized businesses here in the Quinte region. I would like to thank all of our sponsors and the event organizers. You can see them up on the screen. 1 second here. There you go. Somebody just found it. That's great. So as you can see, we've got some great support to help us deliver this amazing program this year. A big thank you to the Chambers of Commerce Group Insurance Plan. Matt and Wendy are with us today, and they provide a great product for our local businesses. We have BDC, the sponsor of today's event. We have the Center for Workforce Development, Trendval, we have the Small Business Center, the City of Quinte West, the City of Belleville, and the Hastings and Prince Edward Business Professional Women and Their Work Program. So thank you to all of those sponsors. It's because of them that all of the events this week are free. So thank you to them. I would like to now call up Leslie Lavender from the Prince Edward County Chamber of Commerce to introduce today's sponsor and to bring greetings. Thank you.
Thank you, Suzanne. Small business represents 97.9% of all business in Canada and thrives here because, according to the World Bank, it is the third easiest country in which to start a business. All these businesses increase our country's innovation. Entrepreneurs come up with new products, services, and ways of working. In Prince Edward County, our small businesses exemplify this, like Quinte Distillery's pivot during COVID to making hand sanitizer, Instead, who custom build tiny homes and sell a lifestyle unlike any other, or County Co-working, who provides space to entrepreneurs and remote workers, helping create good company for people to do great work. BDC Small Business Week is an annual celebration of entrepreneurship like these examples. It's my pleasure to introduce Brett Prikker, Prikker, manager of the Business Center at BDC, whose lifetime career demonstrates his dedication to business people and to the economy. Brett?
Thank you. Thank you, and good morning, everyone. It's nice to be here live and in person again after 3 years. Before I start, I was talking to Derek this morning a little bit, and I'll introduce Derek and Amelia in a second. But just to give you an idea of the impact that the region has with our BDC local office, which covers all the way from Brighton, almost just past Prescott, Iroquois. We've done $88 million in business this year, and over $40 million of that business has been in this region. So it's a testament to I was talking to Leslie before we started here, and I was explaining to her there's only 6 of us in the office. So the only way we can be successful is working with everyone in the room here and being partners. So thank you for your support on that going forward. So welcome everyone. It's the 2022 Bay of Quinte Small Business Week kickoff. One of our biggest sponsors in the area for the Kingston office. As mentioned, my name is Brett Prikker, and I'm the Business Center Manager. Joining with me is Amelia Campbell. Just want to raise your hand, right? She's the account manager, and Derek Morgan, manager of major accounts, which a lot of you know. Amelia and Derek provide direct support to entrepreneurs in the Bay of Quinte area and are located right here in the Quinte Business Development Center. It's a great relationship with us in here because it works with all the local partners, and it becomes a one-stop shop for entrepreneurs. So that recognition can't go unknown because it's been a strong reason for the success we've had. And Small Business Week is our opportunity at BDC to celebrate entrepreneurs across Canada. We've been organizing this annual event for more than 40 years. It's our way of recognizing everything entrepreneurs do and their contributions to Canada. As part of Small Business Week, we work with local partners and chambers of commerce across the country to celebrate entrepreneurship and give business owners a chance to network and learn both online and in person. At this time, I'd like to thank all of the chambers in the Bay of Quinte area and our partners for their support in putting this week together. It takes quite a bit of work, and it's an impressive list of activities and workshops happening this week. Our theme this year is small business. That's our theme this year for Small Business Week is dare to do things differently, power up your growth. So what do we mean by this? I don't need to tell you business owners have faced unprecedented disruptions in the past few years. COVID, inflation, labor shortages, supply chain turmoil. It's been a rough time for many. But at BDC, we also see great opportunities. That's what our theme for Small Business Week 2022 is all about. How to get that competitive edge. This was the focus of a new study we did that I'm excited to tell you about. Every year for Small Business Week, BDC does a study on a subject that's on the minds of entrepreneurs. Our goal is to tell you what's coming your way and give you a peek around the corner. This year, our study looked at how successful companies are weathering today's business challenges and finding ways to thrive. The key is productivity. Making your business more productive has never been more important for addressing the challenges of the day. It can even help your company flourish like never before. The benefits can be enormous. In our study, we researched Canada's most productive companies, and their results speak for themselves. They have 6 times more sales per employee than their industry peers. They have 5 times more profits per employee, and they enjoy 4 times higher EBITDA. So how do you increase your company's productivity? Our study found that it comes down to the 4 basic steps: measure, optimize, digitize, and improve. This is based on the knowledge and experience of our expert business advisors in BDC's advisory services team. Over the years, they have helped thousands of Canadian entrepreneurs achieve their business dreams and build highly successful companies. They know what works and what doesn't. They know all the tricks. So step 1, measure. As the saying goes, what gets measured gets managed. Measuring your performance gives you a starting point for getting better. It also helps you compare yourself against the competition. And it allows you to see if your improvements are paying off or whether you need to make any tweaks. But it all starts with some basic data. For example, you can compare your revenue and profit per employee against your competitors. BDC has created a free online benchmarking tool that gives you a detailed personalized report and ideas to improve. You can find it on our website, bdc.ca. I'll just ask to give you an idea what it looks like. So it's on the website, it's live today. If you leave here today and want to go in, it asks 3 or 4 quick questions about your business, and it'll give you a printout. It's confidential. There's no name of your business has to go in. It's more about your industry, what you're in, and it'll give you comparisons to it. So I encourage you, it doesn't take a long time, it takes 3 minutes, and it'll be a good information to kind of compare to your own business. So step 2, optimize your business. Entrepreneurs we work with are usually shocked by how much wasted effort and resources our experts find in their companies. Bringing in an operational efficiency advisor can save you surprisingly large amounts of money. And big bonus, it tends to lead to happier customers and workers. We all know the importance of keeping your workers happy these days. The 3rd step is investing in your company, especially in digital technology and automation. Canadian companies underinvest in IT, but that's a mistake. Our research shows that adopting digital technology tends to boost productivity, reduce cost, and improve product quality. The final step is continuous improvement. Lasting productivity gains from consistent attention. It's not a one-time activity. Make it part of your culture and your regular routine. At BDC, thinking about productivity and other business challenges is what we do. We are Canada's only bank solely dedicated to entrepreneurs. We can help you become more productive than you ever dreamed. Talk to us about our flexible financing to improve your efficiency and expert advice to optimize operations and boost profits. We also offer interest-free loans to invest in technology through the new Canada Digital Adoption Program. We're here for you, making sure you have the resources and knowledge to build a successful company, helping you to dare to do things differently, to challenge you, and make your business dreams come true. Because when you succeed, Canada succeeds. I hope you enjoy the many exciting information events that are being offered this week in the Bay of Quinte area. On behalf of all of us, the BDC and our partners, thank you for everything you do and contribute to our communities, not only in the Bay of Quinte area, but across Canada. Thank you.
Thanks, Brad. So it's great that BDC has been putting this event together for so many years, and they always give us a really great theme. And I love the theme of this year, dare to do things differently and power things up. And a lot of the workshops this week have been sort of evolved around that theme a little bit. So even the one tomorrow, which is a women in business event, is women daring to create community. So we had a lot of fun using the theme this year to inspire some of the workshops. I'd like to now ask Adam Brandberger, representing Minister of Energy Todd Smith, and MPP for the Bay of Quinte Riding, to come up and bring greetings.
Thanks, Susanna. It's a pleasure to be here with so many familiar faces who do such great things for our business community. Your Worship, Mayor Ferguson, Mayor Harrison, friends, thanks for being here. This morning, MPP Smith is kicking off his Small Business Week with a series of plane flights all the way from Estonia to here ultimately tonight. It's going to be a whirlwind for him. And essentially what he's been doing is creating business himself. He's been across Europe, Finland, Estonia, Czechia, and Poland, and he's selling an Ontario-made small modular reactor. So what this does is it's a nuclear reactor that helps these countries get off of Russian fuel onto their own. Has great potential impact for the supply chain around the world, jobs in those countries, things like that. But the exciting thing is Canada, and specifically here in Ontario, we're considered around the world first movers for that. So that means that the attention is going to our product first, and people are going to buy this technology, the OPG Hitachi technology from Ontario. The exciting thing for here in Bay of Quinte, we're pretty close to existing nuclear, we're pretty close to the 401, we're pretty close to rail and shipment. So we can start maybe having some of our small businesses build the valves or the fluids or different things in Ontario to make this technology around the world. And that's some of the awesome things that we do with our small businesses. We're adaptable, we're knowledgeable. We find the products, whether it's locally or like this around the world, and we just make it happen. That's a great example. And really, we all know that the welfare of our small business is really everyone's business. And that's the point that we really want to strike today, is our small businesses, they make this province run and they make our communities happen. And we all know that when they experience tough times like they have the last few years, we all struggle. Over 90%, 97%, as Leslie said, of our business in this country is small business. In Ontario alone, that's 400,000 businesses. They provide the employment and the goods and services our people need. Not only do they do that, drive up consumer confidence, get everyone doing better, but they also, through those jobs, provide that tax revenue that governments need to provide the critical infrastructure, the services like our healthcare, our schools, our social services, things that attract people. And when we all grow, we all do better. And our small businesses are the big driver of that. And not to mention, as you all know, our small businesses, the generosity that they provide our communities, it's second to none. There's a lot of things beyond what you do day to day that make things happen. So thank you for that. And that's why our government is committed to training to fill those needs. We know we have a workforce shortage here in Quinte. We're pleased to support businesses through programs like our Skills Development Fund, where we provide the soft and hard skills training. Great example of that is the Elevate Plus program right here in this room that they teach. Also, you have programs through people like Quinte Immigration or the Enrichment Center, just getting more people into the job force. And of course, entrepreneurship is one of the best ways to have one of the better jobs that we have. Apprenticeships, career guidance in secondary schools, also important as well. Ontario, we're proud to partner with Digital Main Street, which helps with that digitization that you spoke about. Futurepreneur, getting our young children so excited about entrepreneurship and business at an early age. That'll have a lot of impact for us too. So whether you're warehousing widgets near Wooler, or assisting artisans in Apple, or doing anything in between, do your best. And that deserves to be celebrated, that deserves to be supported, and I think that's what we're all here for. MPP Smith's background is small business through the media, mine is too. Our office is here to help and work with you other partners, however we can, to support our small businesses today and always, every week. So thank you to our chambers, to all of our organizations who are working so hard here. Now let's take this occasion of Small Business Week as one to think big, to challenge ourselves like we've asked, and find ways to improve that positive impact that keeps our region growing. So thank you all for the work you're doing. Happy Small Business Week.
Thanks, Adam. I understand that Rick Bracey, MPP for Hastings, Lennox, and Abington, is joining us today. So please come on up and bring greetings from your neck of the woods.
Thank you very much, and thank you all for inviting me here today. And I apologies for being a little bit late coming through. Actually got turned around in your own parking lot, trying to figure out exactly where we were. So again, I'm sorry for being late. I missed the opening speakers, but I'm assuming that the ultimate statement is, as Adam just said, Happy Small Business Week. We always talk about it. Many of you know that my background is in municipal government. I spent a lot of time on economic development boards and things of that nature. And one of the best truisms that I ever came across was it's a whole lot easier to grow by adding 1 or 2 employees to a whole bunch of small businesses than it is to try to pull in one of those, the term we used at the time was whales, one of those giant companies with 1,000 or more employees. That's an incredibly difficult thing to get. But helping the small businesses add 1, 2, 5 employees causes the same impact. It's such a massive impact when you look at it across the spectrum. So we really do appreciate our small businesses. We appreciate the efforts that you go through, and it's a struggle. It has always been a struggle. You've got to be chief cook and bottle washer. You've got to do absolutely everything within those small confines. But hopefully, through groups of this nature, through our government, we can be there to support you and make sure that your small businesses thrive. So again, on behalf of the Ontario government, I bring greetings and wish you a very happy Small Business Week. Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining us. I think the number of small businesses in rural parts of our province is growing. Technology has allowed that. It's allowed people to set up world-class businesses in small rural towns. So it's great to have you here to join us today. Next up is Ingrid Moore, representing Ryan Williams, the MP for the Bay of Quinte riding.
Thank you. I'm pleased to be here and bring greetings on behalf of Bay of Quinte MP Ryan Williams, who's in the House of Commons this week. MP Williams was just named Shadow Cabinet for Pan-Canadian Trade and Competition. And he says his work is going to focus on lowering prices for Canadians. We all here as business owners, we need more competition for some of the bigger industries, and that's going to help small businesses. So that's what his aim is. Also, he's going to be traveling throughout Canada to talk to different provinces and see if we can break down some of the barriers throughout the province. He is a business owner, and he knows as business owners in this community, many of you are battling supply chain issues and increased costs. These 2 issues alone can cripple a business. Coupled with labor shortage, it's the trifecta of business challenges. But please know those concerns are heard and they're being represented in Ottawa by your MP. Personally, my husband Brian and I own a small business in the Bay of Quinte. As the not so silent partner, I know there's really no such thing as a small business. Any business, when it's your own, is huge because the problems are huge. The worries are great, but the successes are even greater. There's nothing better than getting up in the morning and knowing that you're working for yourself as your own boss. The theme of this business week is power up your growth. It could be anything from innovating to listening to your customer. But as many of you will attest, one of the ways to power up your growth is to collaborate with other businesses. And that's very much what this week is about and what we're doing here today. MP Williams is looking forward to being part of a roundtable on Friday. You can call in and ask your questions and let him know what your business concerns are and how he can help you and part of making your business grow. So I thank you very much for letting me be part of the kickoff today.
Thanks, Ingrid. I'd like to now ask Mayor Ferguson to come up, representing the municipality of Prince Edward County. Please watch the cable there, and we look forward to your greetings.
Very much. Thank you very much for the invitation to attend this morning. It's nice to be in front of live people as opposed to all basically people the size of pine cards on a computer monitor and the luxury of my own home office. One of the attributes that makes our region unique is the incredible entrepreneurial spirit. In Prince Edward County alone, 99.4% of business are small businesses. Conditions in the Bay of Quinte economy mean many people here in this region have to hustle, creating their own opportunities for their own economic prosperity. In turn, this has created a closeness within the business community. Small businesses and their operators know each other's pain points. They have created support networks that lift each other up. As we see time and time again, before the pandemic and during, when a business operator is in need, others, even those who might be considered competitors, lend a hand, offer a tip, a contact, drop by with needed information or materials or supplies as needed. In our own community, we see businesses being built through collaboration. We see shout-outs on social media, shelves stocked with products made in the region, menus stacked with local products, neighbors helping neighbors, businesses lifting up other businesses. We know the tough times aren't over. There are difficult workforce issues, housing shortages, rising inflation, and 2 years of very difficult restrictions. But through events like these, we see how the region continues to innovate, to connect, to model the saying that a rising tide lifts all boats. This week is a celebration of what makes this region's small business operators great: a sense of community, a spirit of adventure, and most importantly, a willingness to try. I want to wish everyone a positive and fruitful Small Business Week. And thank you to all the partners who have come together to build this week's program and offer so many great opportunities for our small business owners. A job very well done. Congratulations. And again, thank you for the invitation.
Now representing the city of Pincy West, Mayor Harrison.
Thank you very much. I have all my notes on my phone, but that's okay. Number one, yes, congratulations. This is a great kickoff and I'm proud to be here, but every week is exciting. Every week is exciting. And I'll just tell you what's hitting me and as I happen to get out for some reason. Number one is the voting process. People just love the voting process. Just love it. I was out to a farm, Northumberland agriculture meeting on Saturday night. So you can imagine what I ate. Yes, I did. And I listened. And number two is where can I find somebody to work? I want to expand my business. I really want to expand my business, but I can't find help. I can't get help. I can tell you, we've got people, business people in Quinte West who travel to Toronto twice a day, pick up their employees twice a day. That's sad. It is. And the third thing that's really hitting all of us, and something's got to give and got to be done, is the cost of fuel. Cost of fuel. Now that for many of you, that's, yes, it is. It's like that. But diesel fuel at $1.30 to $1.40 a liter is hitting all of us. Your business, my business, what we do, what you do, and so on. It's hitting us hard. Something's got to give. Something's got to be done. Now, you and I could certainly come up with a solution. Quite simple. If we are sure that the guy that's causing the problem is the one we think it is, sure, but I won't mention that today. Thank you. I can also tell you that in the farming world, sale on Saturday, cattle and cows, good quality animals, reached a record price. And the number of acres of wheat that's going in the ground this fall in Ontario is a record number of acres. And that's obviously related to the issue in Ukraine. And we all love bread. We all love, I don't see too many here that don't resemble me in some way. So those are just a few of the things. But Small Business Week, thank you very much for all you do. And as the saying is, stay positive and test negative. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mayor Harrison. I'd like to ask Tyler Alsop to come up. He's the counselor at the city of Belleville, and he's representing Mayor Hanchett.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, and thank you for being here. My name is Tyler Alsop, and I'm a Belleville City Councilor, and I'm very happy to be here this morning to bring greetings from the city of Belleville for the kickoff of this Small Business Week. As all of you know, small businesses contribute over 90% of private sector jobs, and it's not just jobs that they contribute. Small and medium-sized businesses are typically the ones that are sponsoring your kids' sports teams, working for local causes and initiatives, and helping to sponsor local charities as well. And they make up an important fabric of our community and are an important part of community making itself. Certainly, as a small business owner myself, I can attest to the many struggles that we faced over the last couple of years between shutdowns, new restrictions, certainly supply chain issues, rising costs, inflation. But where small businesses find issues, they also find solutions. They adapt, they overcome, and they thrive. So very excited to be here. Thank you all so much. We've really appreciated the support over the last couple of years from organizations like Quinte Economic Development, all their partner organizations, the Chamber of Commerces of all the local regions, who have really helped us to stay afloat over this time and are ensuring that we're looking forward to an even better future. And this Small Business Week, let's all remember to dare to do things differently and power up our growth. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Tyler. I'd like to ask Rick Davies to come up. He is the current president of the Quinte West Chamber of Commerce and my boss. Come on up.
Thank you, Suzanne. That has to be the easiest job in the world, by the way. On behalf of the 452 members of the Quinte West Chamber of Commerce, it gives me great honor to welcome you all here today for the start of the Small Business Week. Small Business Week gives us all the opportunity to come together to show our appreciation to the small and medium enterprises within the Quinte region and within our community. We appreciate the jobs and the wealth that they create, the products and services they offer, and the generosity to our sports teams, our organizations, and of course, local events. At Quinte West Chamber of Commerce, we witnessed the damage the pandemic inflicted on so many businesses, and the tenacity and the resilience of our local business owners to survive and move forward. These are indeed challenging times. We have challenges ahead, such as has been mentioned, fuel prices and employees. And it's going to take everybody working together to keep the local economy healthy and to make our businesses continue to be profitable. On behalf of the directors and the staff of the Quinte West Chamber of Commerce, we extend our gratitude and our appreciation to our local businesses and for their commitment to our community and their investment in our area. We do hope that everybody will find time over the next week or so to attend one or more of the workshops and networking events that are available. On behalf of the Quinte West Chamber of Commerce, thank you very much.
Next up, representing the Prince Edward County Chamber of Commerce is Chair Duarte de Silva.
Thank you very much. Last time I was here, I was also getting turned around in the parking lot, but that was because I was getting my motorcycle license. It was also raining, and I'm glad that I'm not riding today. I'm here today as the chair and president of the PBC Chamber of Commerce, but I'm also the executive director for the Prince Edward County Wine Growers Association. That represents 40 plus small to medium sized wineries and ciders. I see Kemp here. Glad to see you. I'm also partnering County Co-working. Thank you for the shout out. I didn't know that was coming. That's great. Which is a co-working space that also supports dozens of entrepreneurs and a lot of those in the online space. Small business is clearly the lifeblood of our region, and we have proven that resiliency, that innovation and creativity, especially over the last 3 years. The PEC Chamber of Commerce continues to support our ever diversifying small businesses and entrepreneurs driving that change. On behalf of the PEC Chamber of Commerce, our board, our staff, and our members. We look forward to celebrating the entrepreneurs and the small businesses in the Bay of Quinte. Thank you so much to EDC for the invitation.
I'd like to ask Jill Raycroft to come on up. She's the CEO at the Belleville Chamber of Commerce, and she's representing her chair, Anthony Callahan. Thanks, Suzanne, and welcome all. My name is Jill Raycroft, and I am the CEO of the Belleville Chamber of Commerce. For anybody who doesn't know me, Rick Breezy, I really appreciate you coming. I got the email that you were coming like 5 minutes before you walked in the door, so that was awesome. As our new MVP for Eastern Southern Addington, Belleville is the one community that actually bridges over to HLNA, and so it makes our elections interesting, but it also extends our network. And so on behalf of Anthony, he probably would have been here, except that we had him at the Canadian Chamber of Commerce AGM and conference the last couple of days, where we do our active work in setting policy resolution for the federal government to consider in terms of advocacy. So that is really what the chambers are here for, is to build on not only the networks and the community, but the representation that we have on behalf of business to try and make sure that our municipal, provincial, and federal governments can take the voice of business seriously and understand the impact of their legislation and their work. So that's what I'll say on behalf of Anthony, and thank you all for coming. Okay, so I'm also here to talk about the chair of the QBAA, but I wanted to mention that we do have a few different events coming up. And so taking the concept of Power Up seriously, we are hosting a mega mingle at the Shannonville Motorsport Park tomorrow, and that will be on from 5 till 7. We are also daring to do differently with a networking workshop that will precede that from 2:30 to 4. But there's an excellent Center for Workforce Development event being hosted in Prince Edward County on Tuesday morning. And then on Wednesday, there are the 2 events hosted by Quinte West. Put a bunch of women in a room, you've got power there. And I hope you'll join us for those. And then, of course, our sessions, our roundtables with our MPP and our MP. Those roundtables really support us in developing our policy resolution ideas and issues that come from our community. So that's an incredibly important part for us as all of us to hear from you at those opportunities. Now I'll talk a little bit about the QBA, because that's really what this is all about. Quinte Business Achievement Awards. We had nearly 130 applications from the nominations that were received. And I just want to clarify, this is sometimes a very arduous task for businesses that work really hard in their business and don't always think about working on their business. And when they have to consider what it is that makes them special, what are their success factors, sometimes it's just about getting into work and doing putting out the fire that day. So we often spend a lot of time with our members, talking to them about what makes them special and what their competitive advantage would be. And we hope that that helps them actually achieve recognition with the judge panel when they get reviewed in that judging approach. And we will have 16 awards being presented. We have a number of sponsors that made this event possible, and we'll let Suzanne speak a little bit more to that. I think there may be a few tickets left, so Suzanne is also the one who will be able to help you with that part. Anyway, they may be left, but I know it's always a really well-attended event, and the room is just full of anticipation and excitement about who will be recognized. And I think that's what makes this event continuing to be a really important part for me. When I talk to our members who have achieved that recognition, it is so meaningful. So thank you for your continued support of that event. Yeah, thank you, Jill. Yeah, there are still a few tickets available. If you would like to join us on Thursday evening to celebrate not only the winners, it's always amazing to win and walk out with the hardware, but we really celebrate the nominees, because a lot of them, this is a real thrill for them, and they're so honored to be nominated and to compete and to be looked at along with their peers. And so we love that. We love the event. I'm just going to quickly get Luke to scroll through the Business Week website if you haven't gone there yet. Tomorrow morning, we have what small business needs to know about workplace culture and hiring in 2023. Next up, you have the Build Your Brand Through Effective Networking. And then onto the Mega Mingle, which Jill mentioned earlier. And then on to the next event is on Wednesday morning. We have the 2023 top trends, tips and tricks for managing with fewer staff, because we know that that is the reality for a lot of people right now. And that's going to be a virtual event. In the afternoon, we have an amazing women's event. We've got 4 fantastic speakers from our local entrepreneurs, and that's called Women Daring to Create Community, and how they're using community to build their businesses, which is a fantastic. And then we have a conversation with MPP Todd Smith on Thursday, October 20th. And then on Friday, we have a conversation with MP Ryan Williams. So we're giving businesses lots of opportunity to join us and to take part in our events. Like I mentioned earlier, because of our sponsors, all of these events are free. And we really hope that people will find the time to join us. Check out our website. There's more details on there. And thank you once again to all the sponsors, and thank you for joining us.